What's going on YouTube? Is Donnie B all day. It's the day after Christmas, and as you can see, it is beautiful outside here in Massachusetts. I'll tell you what, this is nice. It looks like I'm gonna have to take my Harley out today because I just can't avoid all this good weather. So today I'm bringing you one of these lockbacks I have to get through my bundle of frost knives. So we're gonna go over this guy pretty quick. This is the S.A.R. Tactical. What that means, it stands for is the Search and Rescue Tactical by Frost Cutlery. You are looking at a closed length of 4 5/8 and a blade length of 3 3/4. So overall size, it's not so bad. Overall feel in the hand, I mean, it's a composite, black composite. There's no metal liners. It is a spine lock, and that's the only thing that offers strength right here. It has steel pins, but just 2 of them, and one happens to be the pivot pin. The grind lines, I don't know if I'm going to be able to get this in there. We're in the shade, but you could see all the grind lines. They're just horrible. If I want to make this a mirror finish, I just have to sand all those out and then chrome polish it and whatnot. It does have a lanyard hole. I guess this could be something you throw a key ring on and dangle from a hiking bag, a go bag, or any kind of bag that you're going to bring somewhere where you might need a little cutter. Is it sharp? Well, let's check. Yeah, well, it's not shave sharp, let's put it that way. It does have an edge on it. It is ground on both sides. It is quarter serrade. It does have this little eye hole for opening. You're not going to get a quick deploy on that, you know what I mean, unless you can really get your thumb in there better than I can. My hands are so big, my thumb barely fits in there, so I can bring it out in sections or just two-hand it. That's not a problem. I do like a good spine lock because they're just trusty, and I kind of, I'm a fan. I always have been. Now, the blade could have been a little thicker. You have that space right there. You can see halfway through. I would have preferred the blade, come down a little bit more and be a little bit beefier. It would make a cooler knife. As far as fit and finish is concerned, I don't know if you're going to be able to see that, but it's kind of crappy all in there. This little stain here came on it. But overall, it is what it is. You think about it this way. The max price you're going to find one of these guys is probably just under 15 bucks. The best price I've seen on these guys is $3. That's right, $3. So, is it worth a $3 knife? Before I even test it, I'm going to say, yeah, it's at least worth $3. If it's something that you're going to use as a letter opener, a box opener, for small uses for $3, this is definitely worth small uses. And it's a good throwaway knife for self-defense. You know what I mean? In case you get attacked by Bigfoot. So that's one thing. If I have to use, remember, a knife is a knife is a knife. If it's got an edge and a point on it, and something comes at you, or some thing comes at you, you're going to be able to defend yourself with this guy right here, no problem. And if $3 is what it costs to save your life, possibly, then I'd say $3 is worth it. Now, are we talking, is this going to be your bushcraft knife? Is this going to be your camp knife? Is this going to be your everyday carry, go through the trenches with knife? No. But for $3, if that's how you're finding it, even for $5, there's a lot worse options you can find out there for $5 to $10 than this guy right here. So let's swing through a bottle, see how that goes, and then give it a couple of small tests and get this guy out of the way here. Hold on now. All right, so let's swing through this bottle here. And if we don't swing through it, we'll at least swing to it. Hold on. All right, so here's what happened. The blade cut through all right here, and then the serrade, you can see, I don't know if you can see, but this chunked up part right here, the part of the flat blade came through really nicely. As soon as that serrade hit, it actually just butchered it. So as far as the edge is concerned, it's able to it's able to cut through the bottle no problem. That serrade, while it's going to have its uses, is definitely not made for cutting cleanly through something. Here, let's keep going. Welcome to the stump. So what we want to do is we're going to do some flip-flops and a knife reviews. We're going to do a couple of drops to check the balance on this. Now it's pretty light, so let's see how this thing is going to move around in the air on us. And I'll tell you what, it's hitting the tip, it's just not wanting to. You know what I mean? If I was going 5 feet instead of 4 feet, that thing might be turning completely around. Do a couple of hard downward throws, and we'll see if this thing holds up tight. Ooh, I heard a little rattle in that one. Not a whole lot of bite coming out of there. Let's see. Let's see. Closes, opens, stays there. I do have a wobble going this way, but not too horrible. Let's test this spine lock a little bit here. Now remember, if you're not wearing gloves, don't put your hand inside the hole where the blade goes. Let's see. No wobble this way. I do have a little wobble this way, and it's not an adjustable tensioner, so there's no way to tighten that. These are rivets, not screws. So once you get a wobble, think about it. You have a wobble. All right. You know, this is going to be kind of weak, but let's see. It's kind of a weak blade. So do I need to make some kindling in an emergency situation? Yeah, definitely. Definitely anything with an edge you can do this with, right? So let's see. Anything with an edge you can do this with. All right, not too bad. Let's see. We'll use the serrade part here, and it is not wanting to go through. It could be lefty, could be that kind of edge. Let's see. It definitely works better with the serrade as a right-handed user. So left-handed user, not too good with the serrade. Let's see, we'll use the flat part of the grind here. Ugh. I'll tell you what, that did take a little work. Let's go to the serrade. Ugh. Some knives just breeze through that. This guy, I have to say, for the price, you're not going to get a knife that has a ton used in the, in the edge. I believe this is $440 as far as steel is concerned. So you get what you get. Fit and finish here, a little issue I'm noticing. You can see that the blade is not lined up with the spine. It's got a little turn in it. Is what it is. Again, you can get these for $3. So whatever you're expecting, stop expecting it. Search and rescue. I don't know what you're going to search and rescue with this thing, you know what I mean? But who knows? It could be used for cutting your way out of wet bags. So let's bring it over to the tree. All right, so you got this nice little piece of pine right here. Let's see if we can't de-branch it. All right. Maybe not all right. First couple went pretty good. All right, there we go. Tell you what, you need to clear some branches and you don't want to get your hands all kinds of sappy from breaking them with your hands, which would be a lot faster and easier. You can chop, well, we were chopping these little tiny branches off. Let's see if we can cut one off. Well, it snapped off. It didn't cut off. Well, they're snapping, but not cutting. So let's just see here. All right, it's not getting the good cucumber salad because the edge isn't getting under the skin only. It's actually pushing up through. However, that means we should be able to feather stick pretty well with this, and we are. So, I mean, it is what it is. If you're finding this for $3, expect to have found a $3 knife, right? This is one of those no frills, nothing special type lockbacks from Frost Cutlery. This isn't one of their better knives, and they do have better knives, believe me. I've not only tested them, used them, and reviewed them, but I sometimes carry some. I have some pretty damn good Frost Cutlery knives. The entry-level lockbacks are exactly that. They're entry-level. There's nothing special about them. Ta-da! It is what it is. Again, can it be used as a knife for $3? Hell yeah. If you find it for $5, it can be used as a knife. But this is not something that you are going to bag and carry as far as I need this thing to save my life. However, if you're walking down the streets of a pretty bad area where there's, Bigfoot living all over the place, and you have to worry about Bigfoot trying to rob you for, $6 in your pocket or whatever, this right here can be a lifesaver. It can be a lifesaver. It can, it can burn through some skin and fur. So yeah, is what it is. The Frost Cutlery S.A.R. Search and Rescue Tactical Folder. They may give them such cool names, man. Cool names for crappy knives. But it's a definitely worth $5. It's definitely not worth $15. So if you really want something cheap and you're looking in this area, then believe me, look for the cheapest price you can possibly get, because that's the kind of knife it is. I'm Donnie B all day, and until next knife.